Hi guys. Whew. Just finished my easy pace run. It's the end of week 3. Who would have believed it? We've got there. Pleased to report that it's gone really well. Thank you again for everybody that's given me support over the last 3 weeks. It's very much appreciated. So what have I been up to this week? Well, I know when I started these vlogs 3 weeks ago, I wanted to do them to hold myself to account, and I think I've done that, so that's good. But I did mention in the first 2 weeks that would very much be a kind of initiation period where it's breaking you in. I have to say week 3 has been tough for a number of reasons. I'll explain why, but I want to talk about, or waffle really, some of the changes that have been implemented in week 3, because the pressure's kind of gone up slightly. It's been dialed up a little bit, not too much. Dean, I just want you to know, I do read the comments on my videos, and you're absolutely right. Building in some hill repetitions is really good for your stamina. I mean, luckily I live just outside of Sheffield, so it's impossible to go running where I live without hitting hills. But I do take your point, you know, doing hill repetitions is a really good training activity, and I did build some of that into my week 3 actually, particularly on my long run. What I did notice though on the hills, well, one, I noticed that I'm not very fit, but 2, I did notice, and go back to my last week's video where I was talking about heart rate zones, that when I hit the hills I was really doing like 150 plus, so I was hitting heart rate zone 4, 5, which is actually too high for an easy paced run. You don't want to be going to that level, because on my easy pace run it was like a long run. It's just not sustainable. You can't keep it up. So just a kind of, I suppose, a word of warning really. Your body is worth listening to, so do listen to those signs when you're getting out of breath and you've got a long run to do. You know, take your foot off the pedal a bit. Learn to rest between runs. That is definitely something that I didn't really do that much when I was younger, but you need to do that. I mean, obviously getting aches and pains is all, you know, part and parcel of running, but when you get into a point where you're struggling to walk, you really need to stop, rethink, and kind of readjust your training a little bit. So I think I did that. I'm pleased with how week 3's gone. I did say it's been tough. The reason why it's been tough is it introduced a new type of run into week 3, which I want to talk about a little bit, and that is the Fartleks. So it's a Swedish word, or comes from 2 Swedish words actually, meaning speed play. So fart, stop giggling at the back, is the Swedish word for speed, and lex is play. So it's this idea that you do really fast running and then ease off, recover, get your breath back, and then go really fast again and repeat. So it basically gets your body used to running at intensity. And what I found doing fartleks, I did about probably 8 repetitions of fast, slow, but by the 3rd one I was absolutely dead. I was really struggling with it, but I did enjoy it, and the calorie burn was amazing. It really was. So I will probably do a bit more of that in week 4 as well. But fartleks, yep, if you not tried them before, I can recommend them, but not something to do when you start early on. You know, build it in to when you've adjusted to running a bit more. Right, I think I've waffled enough. So that's all to report. So I'm really pleased. Oh, one last thing. I did actually put my entry form in for the Sheffield half. So I did say at the beginning that I'd like to do the Sheffield half, and that was my aspiration. But, and this really talks to the kind of Yorkshireman in me. I didn't want to have to pay like 80 something pounds, which is what I paid, and then find by week 2 that I got an injury, or, you know, I couldn't do it for whatever reason. So I thought I'd wait till the end of week 3, which I've done before actually getting my entry form and paying the money. But because it's all gone pretty well, I'm quite pleased with how things have gone. I've got that entry in now, and I think once you've paid your money for a race, it really motivates you to do it because it's a waste of money otherwise. So I've committed to doing it. So fingers crossed, the next 7 weeks go swimmingly. Hopefully they will. I mean, really it's 6 weeks because the last week is tapering and you're not doing much in the last week anyway. So yeah, I've got 6 weeks where it's going to get progressively harder. But yeah, I feel pretty good about it all at the moment. So thanks again for listening, and hopefully catch you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.